This is my intro music. Welcome to the video. I hope you like it lots, so don't forget to subscribe and click the thumbs up button. Now let's react.
Hey, hi, hello there, welcome to another episode of An Anthropologist Watches Amberlyn Reed. Woo! I'm obviously set up in a different way today. There's reasons for this. Most of them revolve around my partner is recovering. So, here we are. We're gonna watch Amber's most recent video, which is an hour old as of right now, which is November the 8th. I'm not entirely sure when this video goes up, but here you go. Timeline. We are out in my living room. Welcome to the disaster. Not too bad. I don't know. And hopefully I can do something about the color post, but with luck the sound is not terrible. So here we are. Thank you everybody who's been supporting the channel. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my members. You guys rock. Thank you to everybody who's going to leave a thumbs up. I truly appreciate it. I want to turn her down a little bit because I have a feeling I'm going to be very quiet. Or quieter than I normally am. And she's not going to be. Wow. This is Amber's video, why I stopped drinking. I've already watched one other reactor react to this. If you guys don't watch Nerfy, I watch Nerfy, and she did a live react to this. How many times are you gonna stop drinking, Amber? Like, this is one of those times where Amber is manufacturing a redemption arc because she desperately wants to be viewed as someone who overcomes things. And this is just another one of those, I drank for 3 days, you guys, and now I'm recovered. I'm recovered from drinking. And it's just like, all right, shut up. Her fake, this is one of her fake dependencies, one of her fake, I forgot the word. I wish I could blame cough syrup, but I can't. I'm actually mostly better, but here we are. All right, so I have sped her up. To time and a quarter. I might speed her up a little bit more. It's really going to depend on how fast she's talking. But here we are. All right, so I've already said thank you to everybody, and you guys are aware of why the situation is different here. So, let's go.
Hey guys, welcome to a new video. So I was hardcore cuddling with the fur babies, and as you guys know, I am allergic to cats. So my eyes earlier were super red, and now that's why they're kind of swollen, and I have fur all over me. And you know, we're just fine with that. It's just fur.
Your eyes aren't red. What? She does this a lot, and I'm just like, no, okay, whatever. You're covered with hair because you're a slob. Your eyes are red, I guess, and sure, it's the cat.
Fur baby glitter, like, we're totally fine. I noticed I like to mention something about my appearance that I know other people are going to mention.
I can't tell that her eyes are red, but... And, I mean, I guess there's cat hair on her.
So it's like, I just mentioned it first. Like, folks, I know. Like, my eyes, they're swollen. My cheeks are probably swollen right along with it.
Yeah. Swollen. She likes to neg herself before everyone else can, and we've talked about this in previous videos a long time ago. She does this in order to kind of like get out ahead of the haters or what she thinks is going to be the hate comments. So that's why she negs herself early. I don't think she actually cares, but she's just trying to get out ahead of what she thinks are going to be the criticisms. So...
I have fur all over me. I look a hot mess. Like, my hair is fried. And I know you guys have been seeing me just like...
Is she literally sitting in 2 chairs? She is. She's got 2 chairs pushed together. Girl. You have to sit at 2 chairs at the table?
It's like, sit here. I think this is like the 3rd video in a row. It's just easier for me right now as I get back into like the swing of things and like filming again.
Why are you still in Wisconsin?
Right now, I'm just giving you guys like random little tiny updates in my life, and I'm okay with that for now. Like, eventually we're gonna get back into vlogging, like you guys are gonna see more vlogs and stuff, but right now it's just like...
Are we though? Are we? whatever. I'm glad that her income doesn't take such a hard hit that she can literally vanish for a month and come back with pissant videos and be fine. I'm reacting to it, so I guess she's got me.
Like, this is an update. Hello, hello. So,
Hi.
update on my mental health. As you guys know, I have been going through it, and that's putting it lightly. I've just been like in this funk, but I am slowly getting out of that.
Sweetheart, since the 5th, I would say roughly half the population of America has been going through it, so get over yourself.
I feel myself getting out of it, but like I still have random funky moments, as we call it. And it brings me to like the other topic of discussion. Like, I have never really shared my experience with having borderline personality disorder, which is BPD, as you guys have heard me talk about that frequently.
She used to call her bipolar BPD, so it's good that she's differentiating this time so that we know that she's talking about her actual BPD and not her bipolar disorder, which apparently is not a thing anymore. Apparently she doesn't have that anymore, along with her OCD, her excoriation, her tryptophobia. What else is wrong with her? Anxiety, general anxiety disorder, abandonment issues. Where else are we going here? What else is wrong with her?
Frequently. I was diagnosed, I want to say like a year and a half ago, by a psychologist.
No, you weren't.
It was someone who I was seeing for weight loss surgery initially, and then when I realized I didn't want weight loss surgery, I still kept seeing her because like it.
She didn't diagnose you. You're fucking up your own story, sweetheart. You didn't see the BPD lady until person. I don't know if it's a man or a woman. I don't know. You didn't see the BPD doctor until after you moved to Oklahoma. Yeah, I'm almost positive I'm right on that one. It was either right before or right after she moved to Oklahoma. The weight loss doctor didn't diagnose you. The weight loss doctor sent you to a specialist. At least that's the story we were initially told.
It was therapy that genuinely was changing my life, actively changing my life.
Really?
And that is also when I was diagnosed with CTPTSD or something like that. It's just like, it's obvious. It's like, if you
Sure, Jane.
go through.
The problem is, I say this a lot. I believe shit's wrong with Amber. I do. I really do. Because there's something wrong with Amber. I don't believe she's been formally diagnosed with shit. Because I don't believe she goes to therapists long enough to get diagnosed. Now, don't get me wrong. I walked into my psychiatrist and was diagnosed. It was a 3-4 hour visit on the first visit, and he diagnosed me with a bunch of shit on the first visit. But I think he also adjusted those the longer I saw him, right? I think it was just like, diagnosed might be too strong of a word, honestly. He may have just have written down his thoughts, because I asked for copies of my paperwork after every visit. I'm that guy. Anyway, so it is entirely possible that she goes to one visit and walks out with a diagnosis. Possible. But the more complex the disorder, like BPD, I would assume the longer it would take to diagnose that, especially when it's a disorder like BPD that shares a lot of similar, what are they called? Symptoms with other disorders, right? So, I don't know. I don't believe she's been diagnosed. Does she have it? Sure, maybe, probably. I don't know. Not a doctor, couldn't tell you. I don't believe she's been formally diagnosed with anything. I think she sees stuff on TikTok, or she hears things from other people, and she decides that that's what she's got. I think it was Mr. Snowflake pointed it out in his, I want to say it's the first Amberlynn's Lies ranked video. Anyway, he points out that we didn't hear anything about BPD until Amber started talking to Alexis, who apparently also has BPD. So apparently And I mean, this is totally her MO. She has whatever disorder her partners have, and hers is always worse. So I'm assuming, and it's a safe assumption, that once she started talking to Alexis, Alexis told her that she has BPD, and Amber decided that that sounded cool, and so now she has BPD. So, because the timeline for that one is actually fairly solid. She started talking to Alexis before she moved to Oklahoma, and the timeline on that would actually match pretty well.
Through a lot of traumatic things as a child. 9 times out of 10, you're going to have some sort of PTSD from that. And I definitely do. But I think what shook me to the core was being diagnosed with BPD, because
9 times out of 10. Thanks, Dr. Lynn.
For the longest time, I was like, I don't even know what that is. Like, I kind of judged it. I'm not going to lie. I was like,
you didn't even know what the fuck it was. You can't judge something you don't know what it is.
I don't have a personality disorder. Like, I don't know why I took offense to that, because there were people who would reach out to me.
You are a personality disorder.
For all of my time on YouTube, people would reach out to me and be like, you have borderline personality disorder.
No, they didn't.
And I would take like actual offense to it. But when I was diagnosed, I learned.
There is a video clip of her, I don't know where in the timeline it is, but someone asked her on a live if she had BPD, and she was like, no. That stupid no thing she did for a while. Before she started doing nar.
Learned more about it, and still to this day, I'm learning more about it. And it's like, wow, that explains why I've been the way that I've been my whole life, majority of my life. And as an adult, like, she ain't getting better. Like, I'm all the symptoms that I have of BPD, like, those things are still there and they're prominent in my life. And I am thinking about sharing more about that, because I've discovered there's a lot of you who also struggle with the same thing. And
oh, Amberlynn, my role model of mental sanity. Yes, take me along on your health journey, your mental health journey, and teach me also how to overcome my undiagnosed BPD. Thank you, Saint Lynn. Thank you.
Ever. She so desperately wants to be seen as somebody who overcomes shit to the point where she will make shit up just so she can overcome it and get praise for it. You can't overcome BPD, girl. You're stuck with it forever. What are you gonna do when you figure that one out?
Feeling alone and feeling lonely, not a good feeling for anybody, let alone people with BPD.
I realize now why I came in halfway through Nerfy's reaction and she was just a screaming, drooling mess. So, alright, here we go. I don't even have BPD and this is pissing me off. Go on.
It feels scary, and it does feel very like you're alone, and I don't want people to feel that way. And I also don't.
Everyone with BPD, here is your spokesperson. Your self-appointed spokesperson. She will make sure that you don't feel alone. Aren't you glad?
Want to be coming on here and like sharing my experience as someone who's not getting help. So I have actually found a psychiatrist / therapist who I'm going to be speaking to. I'm going to be calling. I have not called yet. I have discovered them. I have found them. I know about them, and they know nothing about me yet.
Then you're not working with them, because there's a percentage chance that they may not be taking new clients. They may not take your insurance. You may not be able to afford them. You're not working with anybody yet. You found a name in a phone book or probably online, and you're like, yeah! That person's not going to work with you. You're not working with anybody yet. That's my neck.
But that is one step closer. I don't want to be coming on here speaking about my experience while not getting help.
Like you've been doing for the past year and a half. Why is now different?
That's not going to help me. It's not going to help anyone watching. And I want to be proof, because there's tons of proof, but I want to be one of the ones proof that like we will be okay by getting help. And I have realized that I might need
Who's we, white man?
to be medicated again. And that's fine. If that's what a professional thinks will help me with my symptoms, let's do it. Because it's like, I really do separate myself from like the BPD side of me and then like the real side of me. And
the BPD side of you is the real side of you. Assuming you actually have it.
It's two completely different people. And I just want to see more of me, like my true authentic self, without BPD just like clouding my judgment constantly. And
I may be wrong, because I don't actually know too much about BPD, but I'm pretty sure the I'm pretty sure they don't split personalities, right? So I don't think that's exactly what she was trying to say there, but that's how it comes off. And yeah, no.
Turning me into someone I'm not. Speaking of medicine and being medicated, I don't know what reminded me of this, but Tommy and I, we like to watch movies together. I'm not gonna lie, it takes her and I a few days to finish one movie. I'm not,
because I know when I think about my medication, the first thing that pops into my mind is the movies that take me hours to watch because I can't sit still longer than 20 minutes. I guess maybe that should actually remind me to take my meds. We call that the ADHD. No, I'm kidding. I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie, and that's okay. It's kind of enjoyable, to be honest, but we've watched a lot of movies lately. We'll watch like 30 minutes at a time, but a recent movie we watched is The Substance, and I was going into it kind of like blind. I didn't really know what I was expecting, but you guys, it was the creepiest, weirdest movie I've seen in the longest time. So highly recommend. So if you guys like weird, creepy movies, definitely go for it. Like the premise is this woman, she's getting older and she feels as if her age is preventing her from going further in her career. She's like famous, and now people are like, oh, well, you're old, we need someone younger. So she gets this substance that she injects inside of her, and it's supposed to make her into her better self. And what happens is something that I don't think I'll ever be able to get out of my mind ever again in my life. It is so freaking weird. I recommend it. I do.
Because I watch movies that you recommend.
It's like, it was a roller coaster. The middle of it, I was like, a little bored. This needs to pick up. Like, I was very intrigued in the beginning. The middle, I was like, okay, what's really gonna happen? But then
that's what happens when you don't sit and watch the entire movie in one go. You lose the plot. And then when you come back in the middle of it, you're probably coming in the downbeat, and you gotta wait for the plot to pick up again. Because that's how movies work.
Then the end, just like, I'm a little traumatized. So next thing I want to talk about.
Do you have CPTSD for that? Did that give you CPTSD? I can't even put the letters together correctly.
Is like scheduling for YouTube. As you guys know, I'm a scheduling queen, but then I always fail at the scheduling. So we're not going to schedule. I don't want there to be any expectations of me.
Trust me, there's not.
At this point, because it's just like, I actively cannot fail anybody right now, or it's just I'm gonna have another breakdown. Like, I don't want to fail you guys. I don't want to fail myself. So having expectations.
What do you care if you fail us? That should be like, assuming you're going to an actual doctor, that should be like one of the first things you should talk to the doctor about. You should not give two shits, and I don't think you do, but you should not care about other people's opinion about you to the point where it's causing you to have a breakdown that hard, right? Don't get me wrong, I don't have a formal schedule because I'm fully aware that I can't stick to it, so I just never put a formal schedule together for the channel. If I had, and I failed to stick to it, I would probably go, yeah, this isn't gonna work, and moved on with life.
This is just absolutely silly. But this brings me into like Vlogmas. Vlogmas is coming up, and that's always been my most favorite time of year. I love Christmas. Christmas is my favorite holiday. I love the decorations. I love giving. I'm very much a gift giver, as you guys know.
You're a gift manipulator, but go on.
I love the music. I love the vibes. It just puts me in a happy space. I love watching other people's Vlogmas. I love filming my own Vlogmas. Last year I didn't do it because I was going through like bad headspace. Remember? You guys were there for it. That's the only time
Yep, I remember that.
I have never decorated for Christmas because I was in such like a bad headspace that I couldn't even bring myself to decorate for Christmas. Like,
I swear to God that was all acting, but I could be wrong.
That's crazy. So why was I gonna do Vlogmas? I wasn't gonna like sit there and cry to you guys every single day. Like,
but you did. I was gonna sit there and cry to you guys every day. Okay, but you did. Pretty much every other video, if not every video, you were either drinking in your closet or you were crying about your ex. By the way, she was actively courting people at that point too.
No, I'm good. I think we're all good off of that. But I know a lot of people love my Vlogmas, even if I'm staring at the wall. So let's do it together.
Love is a strong word. Creak, 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 creak.
A lot of you want me to do Vlogmas, a lot of you. And I've had this discussion back and forth with people on Instagram, and you guys have given me a lot of ideas. Some of you were like, do Vlogmas every other day. So that would only be like 12 videos. And then someone actually gave me the idea, 3-minute Vlogmases. Like,
please don't. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. If she does 3-minute Vlogmases, we're gonna watch a few in a row. So there's that. do I want her to do Vlogmas? I mean, since I do reactions, it's kind of a thing, yeah, I guess, but I think of her past Vlogmases where she's typing on the computer because it's ASMR, and then what was she was just dragging her hands across her multitude of markers because ASMR. The videos just got stupid. They just got stupid. She clearly didn't have content, but she wanted to put a video out, and that's what we were getting. I would rather have 16-minute videos where there's at least something to react to than 3-minute videos of noise. Also, she does ASMR really badly.
Like, and if you go over 3 minutes, then awesome, that's amazing. At least you're uploading every single day, even if it's 3 minutes. And I'm like,
this is my understanding with Vlogmas. You don't have to upload every day. You like make your own rules for the Vlogmas. It's just vlogging around the theme of going up towards Christmas or beyond. It's just vlogging that happens in December. So I don't know. Because December is a big month and you get a lot of revenue for it. So,
like, you know what? That's kind of a good idea. So
no,
as of right now, what I'm thinking is every day I want to upload for Vlogmas, even if it is just 3 minutes, because I don't want there to be an expectation of length in my videos. I think that's what's been,
don't worry, there's not,
getting to me lately is like, I would post these like 8-minute vlogs, 10-minute vlogs, 12-minute vlogs, and it's just like wasn't long enough for people, and like people would complain about it. They weren't.
Because you would go a week without posting anything, and then you post a 12-minute vlog that's nothing. Like, here's the problem, Amber. This is your job. If I posted a 12-minute vlog once a week that had very little content in it, it would be okay because I'm not a vlogger, and why the hell am I posting a vlog in the first place? It's not my job. It is your job. Your job is to vlog, which means you need to put shit together that at least is somewhat formulaic. Again, Alexandra Rodriguez, boring as hell. She has a format. You know what you're gonna get when you watch one of her vlogs. It's a formula. Figure it out, planning queen.
Weren't happy with it. And you know what? For Vlogmas, I have to throw out those complaints because I think about them constantly.
Good.
But for Vlogmas, I have to just throw it out. And if I upload a 3-minute vlog, then I upload a 3-minute vlog. And I'm going to be okay with that as long as I'm doing it every single day. As of right now, that's what I want to do. I know that's still putting expectations up, but they're not expectations that I feel like I can't succeed in. I feel.
Here's another thing about the 3-minute vlog that should not go unnoticed. YouTube recently expanded their shorts so that they are longer than a minute. They're up to 3 minutes now, so you can have a 3-minute short, which you get revenue on. It's not the same as videos. So I think what we're looking at here is going to be her attempt at putting up 3-minute shorts. So it's basically YouTube responding to TikTok. And is Instagram doing well with it? I don't know. I don't really follow Instagram that much because I don't view it as a competitor, but I guess I should. This is YouTube's way of competing with TikTok because TikTok now allows up to like 10-minute videos, and somebody told me they can have up to an hour on TikTok, but I don't know about that one. Anyway, so I'm wondering if this isn't her ramping up to a bunch of 3-minute shorts or a short every day, because that's what it would end up being, especially if she films it in vertical. It's gonna the software, the YouTube will just automatically flag it as a short. So
I feel like I can do that, and if I can't do that, then just know that it is because of my mental health, because deep down I want to do that. I love Vlogmas, like truly. So as of right now, like, we're gonna have a mini Vlogmas, we're gonna call it, you know, because it will be daily, but it's just gonna be short videos. What is gonna be in those videos, we don't know.
So we are getting another one of these.
Another thing I want to talk about is, as you guys know, I was doing like daily Q&As on Instagram. That's where I get a lot of like things as of lately where people are like, what's going on with this? What's going on with that? And I think that's why I like to do those, because when I disappear off of YouTube, I still like to have some sort of correspondence with you guys.
You could totally just leave a comment in your community tab. You know, that space that YouTube gives us so that we can interact with our audience.
But something that was brought up was me and Tommy don't drink anymore. I said how we stopped drinking, and I never said why. And I didn't want to, because like it's Tommy's business and I don't want to put anything out there that like I don't have permission to share. Like,
so I'm going to talk about this.
Like, I get it. A decade ago, 9 years ago, 8 years ago, that Amberlynn, she shared a lot of stuff that she shouldn't have, but I'm just not that person anymore. Like, that was my early 20s. I am currently fixing to be 34 in like a month. Like,
it was still wrong. I'm glad that you're admitting that you should not have done it, but it's still wrong. And it still colors the way people see your behavior today. So you can't, I mean, you can, Amber's very good at this, you can just walk it back and ignore it completely because that's what you've been doing, but the audience is not going to forget, so.
She's wired a little bit differently. I also think that Feline helped a lot with that, but also just like aging and maturing, like truly. So the reason why...
Is that a positive thing about Feline or not? Can't tell.
We don't drink anymore is because Tommy's having health problems. I don't want to like go into detail, but I will say that's also like definitely something that's been wearing on my mental health because I'm absolutely worried for her. It's something that she's been going through for a long time, and it's hard. And
can you ever date somebody who doesn't have a myriad of health issues? Like Children by proxy over here.
And recently, as of recently, even just like one drink of alcohol for her can affect her in like a really bad way. So for her health, she has stopped drinking.
Kind of sounds like, I don't know a lot, but it does kind of sound like certain forms of diabetes, especially type 2. You can't really tolerate alcohol the way you used to. It just like instantaneously turns to sugar in your system or something like that, and it'll spike your insulin and all that good shit. So that was the first thing that came to my mind. I don't know. Amber certainly doesn't give us enough details. I don't need to know. Like, I really don't. I don't need to know any of this. But now that you've put it out there, that's what it sounded like to me, but I could be wrong. I know there's certain medications that you take that you're not supposed to drink on, and I'm sure there's plenty of other disorders, sicknesses, diseases that you can have that you just probably shouldn't be drinking during. So here we are.
And it's like, why am I going to drink in front of her if she can't? Like, that's
because you did it in front of your mom?
That's stupid. I'm very much a social drinker. Like, if I'm drinking...
Says the girl who was drinking in her closet for the first year she lived in Oklahoma. Cool. Yeah, that's how social drinkers work.
By myself, there's usually an issue. But if I'm drinking on live stream, or if I'm drinking like in person with friends or my girlfriend, it's like very much like a social drinking.
It's not social drinking when no one's drinking with you. I drink alone. I prefer to be by myself.
And yes, that includes when I'm on live stream, because when I'm on live stream, like, I genuinely feel like I'm hanging out with a bunch of friends.
Because you have a parasocial relationship with your audience?
But definitely keep her in your thoughts, please, because she's actively going through...
Don't worry, we will.
...a lot with her health, and she's trying to get it figured out, and it's just been scary, and I'm trying to be there for her, like, as much as I can. She's trying to take healthier steps in her life, and by not drinking is definitely a healthy step. And she gave me permission to share that, by the way, so that's why I told you guys. Also, in the last video I posted, I said dogs, plural, because they were barking. I said dogs, and I said how I take out dogs in the morning, and you guys were like, wait, what?
Dogs? Oh, you mean dogs. Yeah, I like dogs. Sorry. I knew Tommy had a dog. Tommy's got a dog and a cat, as far as I understand, so, like, why are you acting like this is new information?
Tommy has dogs. Tommy does have a dog. One dog, and...
Like dogs?
And his name is Milo. Guys, I'm telling you, Milo and Twinkie are the cutest little best friends I've ever seen in my life. Like, seeing them just, like, in the yard, like, running and, like, having fun together, and they'll...
You know what would be really nice? Is if you would show people that. I am not of the conspiracy that something is wrong with Twinkie. I totally believe Twinkie's there. We've heard Twinkie bark. I think there's been some picture of Twinkie floating around somewhere. I don't think anything has happened to the dog. But I know a lot of people do. And I know there's a lot of rumors going around about the dog. So she's either not showing him specifically to troll the audience, which I believe, or she's I don't know. I really don't know. There's no reason for her not to be showing the dog because she used to show her all the time. And so now for some reason, not only are we not seeing Twinkie, but we're not seeing the other dog, even though we've seen Tommy's cat. And I don't know what the point of it is, other than to troll the audience. The more you guys keep asking to see Twinkie, the less likely you are to see Twinkie. Just, pointing that out to people in case you didn't notice.
Eat together, they just like bark together, they just do everything together. They like copy each other, like back and forth copying each other. It's so cute. A lot of you were always
They're dogs.
like, will you get a dog for Twinkie? Like, not even for yourself, but for Twinkie, so she has a friend. And
who was asking her to get more animals? Stop it.
Twinkie's weird about dogs. I don't know what it is. I think it's mainly because she's jealous, but
aggressive. She's a chihuahua.
Her mom will be loving on her all the time. So her and Milo are like two besties. Literally all the pets get along. I know you guys ask about Rarity and Wasabi as well. Everyone gets along with everyone. Like, it literally couldn't have worked out better. So to end this video,
further proving my thoughts that she took the animals to see if they would all get along together. Like, this has been premeditated. She has been planning to move to Wisconsin since the last time Tommy was there, I'm pretty sure. Was she invited to move to Wisconsin? I don't know, but she clearly has moved in. She's getting packages sent here. She's planning new daily routines. She's, we'll find out. She's been shopping at Target to replace the stuff that she took with her to use while she was there. She took enough stuff for like 6 months, and she already needs to replace some of it. And yeah, she's buying Lego kits and putting them together while she's there. She's moved in. I don't know if Tommy's realized this yet, but it's kind of hard not to notice, so.
Oh, I actually have a Target haul. It's just like random stuff. I don't even know. So let's get into it. I haven't done a Target haul in forever.
Yay, Target.
So I figured maybe it'll jumpstart my vlogging senses that I need to start vlogging,
You need to go home.
And it wouldn't be an Amber video without getting a journal. No, this is a planner.
It would also not be an Amber video without a planner. What are you planning? Diabolically? To take over the world?
So it's undated, so you literally just circle the month and day of what it is on
I don't know if you can handle that.
every single page, because I want to build a better routine while I'm here.
Are you sure that's not a journal? Didn't look like it had any kind of structure to it. And if all you're doing is circling the month and the day, that's kind of just easy journaling. Remember that bullet journal she tried to do that one time?
Here in Wisconsin, because I just noticed I have little tiny routines, but it's nothing that makes me feel satisfied.
Because you don't do anything. I don't feel satisfied when I sit around all day and do nothing either.
When I was in Oklahoma, you guys didn't see that, but trust me, I was satisfied with my life and
no, you weren't. You bitched about it all the time.
My routine and what I did every single day, because I was in my own environment and I created a life for myself. So while I'm in Wisconsin, I want to create a life for myself that isn't just me attached to Tommy's hip. Because
further evidence to me that she has no intention of returning back to Oklahoma. Even though she says while I'm in Wisconsin, she said this in the last video too, I need to create routines for Wisconsin. And here she's creating a life in Wisconsin so that she's not attached to Tommy's hip. Are you getting a job? You gonna go volunteer somewhere? You gonna do something outside of the house? Your mom's not there to pick you up and drive you all over the place. It's my understanding Alexis doesn't live near. So, WTF, woman?
Because as you guys know, well, most of you know, when you have BPD, you do choose a favorite person. That isn't the psychological word for it, but you become.
Therefore, it's not actually a thing. I can just still hear Nerfy screaming in my ears. You had to be there.
Extremely attached to someone and you make them your whole world. I need
a whole new world
to figure out how not to do that. I genuinely just want to be more in tune with myself and create routines for myself, as well as being a part of Tommy's routine. I know it sounds crazy to some people, and you guys are probably like, what the heck? But it's all...
No, don't worry. No one knows what the hell you're talking about, and neither do you.
BPD coded. Trust me, and I'm trying so hard. Like, I have to fight with myself not to let like certain BPD symptoms rule my life. So getting a planner will help with that. I know that
therapy and medication would also help with that, but what do I know?
that sounds crazy, but it makes sense, trust me. So I needed some more
Does it,
toothpaste, so
though?
I just got some Crest Pro Health. Nothing special there. And then I needed more shampoo and conditioner, so I got some frizz control kind by Herbal Essence, and we'll see.
That shit's trash. I don't like Herbal Essence, I'm sorry.
Sulfate-free hemp oil. I don't know. We'll see how it works. Like, I'm still trying to find the perfect shampoo and conditioner. I needed more.
You need to spend more money on it. You don't even have to not buy something from the grocery store, but I promise you, if you just up your budget on your hair care, you would see a turnaround in your hair, but whatever.
More toothbrushes because I like to change mine out once a month.
Isn't it supposed to be once every 6 months? I mean, I guess it's your money, but...
I needed more body wash. I like this antibacterial care Dove body wash. I literally am obsessed, and it smells...
Antibacterial body wash? Okay, first off, soap is antibacterial. Secondly, if it's strong enough they have to label it that way, do you really want to be washing your whole body with it? Like, that's decon shit in my head. I mean, you can slap Dove's label on it, but what the hell are you doing that you... What the hell are you doing that you have to decontaminate in the shower? Amberman! Oh no, I just have these horrible images in my head now. Like, the bathroom's just draped with, like, plastic, and Tommy's outside in, like, one of those yellow med suits. Do you need more towels? Oh no. Anyway.
so good. Like, you wouldn't expect something like this to smell so freaking good, but...
Dove? What planet are you from? All Dove does is smell good.
Oh, it does, girl. So I needed some hair ties because I literally only brought one to Wisconsin, and I can't find it.
Don't believe you.
So I got some of these, and then I needed some of these really small ones because I like to wear my hair with those two small, like, pigtails like this, and I haven't been able to do that because I don't have any of...
Someone in the chat was saying, why are you doing Yorkies dirty like that? I actually don't mind the hairstyle. I think it's kind of cute, but that's me. I like when she puts some effort into it. Also, I wear my hair like that occasionally, so I don't have a lot of room to talk.
Of these really small hair ties, and that's what I need to do that hairstyle. So bought that. So obviously for my planner, I needed pens.
Obviously.
So I just got some colorful pens, and you guys know that I'm a journaling queen, and you guys always ask, what is your favorite pen?
No one asks. Literally no one asks you that.
I love a Papermate pen. Papermate all the way. Ink Joy, okay? Ink Joy. Papermate.
Gel pens.
Highly recommend. And then last but not least, this is rawhide free. They're premium tasty twists made with real chicken.
For you?
So I got these for the doggos as well. So that is my little Target haul. I hope
So you're already trying to make the dogs fat?
you guys enjoyed this video. It is a random update. I am just sitting here again. But again, we're just trying to get...
Haven't moved. The last, what, 3 videos you have posted from Wisconsin, you haven't moved. You've been in the same spot this entire time. Apparently, sitting on 2 different chairs to make one big chair. Girl.
Get back into the swing of things, and yeah, I love you guys. I have something really exciting actually about to go down, and I was gonna share it in this video, but we're gonna wait.
This is gonna be her official announcement that she's moved to Wisconsin. That is my prediction, is that whatever it is she's teasing us with, that's gonna be her... I love this face. That's gonna be her official announcement that she has moved to Wisconsin, whatever the fuck this is. I could be wrong. Probably I'm not.
I'm gonna wait to share it. I don't know if it's gonna be exciting for y'all, but it is beyond exciting for me. It is the best thing that literally could have ever happened to me in my whole entire life.
There you go.
So I will tell you guys about that in an upcoming video. Anyways, I love you guys. I'll see you next one. Bye. Hey guys.
Okay, so yeah, this is I don't like when she talks about her mental health because A, she's misrepresenting what BPD looks like and how you deal with it, because she's Amber. Again, I don't believe she's been formally diagnosed with anything. I do believe there's something wrong with her. And you won't have to work too hard to convince me that she might actually have BPD, but I don't think she's been formally diagnosed. So there's that. She never does anything to fix the issue. She says she will. She was supposed to get a therapist before she left for Wisconsin while she was still living in Oklahoma. Guess what she never did? So I don't for a minute believe she's actually going to call this mysterious psychiatrist slash therapist whose name she found somewhere and has yet to contact, but yet they're going to work together. Does the therapist know that yet? Anyway, again, I'll believe it when I see it. I don't know exactly what it's going to take to convince me that she's really honestly going to therapy. So again, I'll know it when I see it, but until I see it, I don't believe it. She's definitely moved to Wisconsin. Nobody does this shit. Nobody just goes to visit their significant other for months on end, right? So no. She's got packages going there. The animals are there. She's buying shit at Target. She's replacing her perfume. She's replacing her toothbrush, her shampoo, all of this crap. The only thing she hasn't done is a clothing haul, which I'm sure we're just a few videos away from doing. So, where have we not gone? Anywhere in Wisconsin. She hasn't left the house since the last time she made a video of her and Tommy out and about on the town. Out and about. So, yeah, she lives there now. I don't think anything's wrong with the dog. I know there's a bunch of conspiracy theories about it. I don't believe anything's wrong with the dog. I don't think anything's wrong with the cats. I think everybody's fine. I would like to know if her and Mama Lynn are on actual speaking terms, though. That does seem to be up in the air. And I don't have enough information on that one, so that's kind of interesting. Because she still has an apartment full of shit back in Oklahoma. So what's happening with all of that stuff? Though, I would like to remind everybody, she did just basically, like, throw everything away when she moved from Kentucky to Oklahoma. Like, she brought very little with her. So I'm sure, since she's moving into effectively she's moving into a furnished house. She's moving into Tommy's place. She doesn't need any of that furniture, and she clearly doesn't need any of the other stuff. She's just replacing all of it right now, like her journal and her pens and, the rest of it, I don't think she cares. So if it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. So I guess what I'm saying is you don't have to work hard to convince me that she just left and just left everything because she's moved in with Tommy. But anyway, because again, she has her own bathroom while she's here. This is Amber trying to keep a hand up on the audience. Whatever. This is Amber trying to control the audience. This is Amber trying to manipulate the audience, manipulate the narrative. If she doesn't tell us in the next video that she's moved to Wisconsin, what else might she be talking about? I don't know. I guess we'll find out when she makes it up. But she is leaning really hard on her mentals right now, and she usually only does that when she's trying to deflect from something else. I'm guessing she's still trying to hide the fact that she's moved to Wisconsin without telling anybody, because we can't figure it out from her videos. Amber thinks she's smarter than her audience, and maybe she is. Maybe she's Nikocado avocado level shit, and she's like 10 steps ahead at all times, kind of a thing. But I doubt it. But this is definitely her trying to control the narrative, to manipulate the narrative, to control what the audience is allowed to see, what the audience is allowed to know. I don't know why she's acting like we don't know what's going on. The only thing we haven't officially heard is her officially say that she is actually living in Wisconsin. So, here we are. Here we are. That's all I've got. So if you've made it this far in the video, go ahead and leave a, I guess, leave a skull in the comments section, a skull or a Day of the Dead skull, because I still have all of my Halloween decorations up, and so they're all staring me in the face. I'm surrounded by the dead. Anyway, yeah, so your emoji is going to be a skull or a Day of the Dead skull, and that's all I've got. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, I'm pretty aware of what most people are thinking, but go ahead and post it anyway. Let's discuss. So thank you to everybody who's been supporting the channel. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my members. You guys rock. Thank you to everybody who's gonna hit the thumbs up button. Thank you for putting up with a weird setting for this video, and thank you for putting up with me being sick for 2 weeks. So I appreciate that as well. And that's all I've got. So I will see everybody in the next one. Bye.
This is my outro music. You can't copyright strike me because it's just me singing. This is my outro music. Thank you for watching. See you next time.